ugly at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. This is a day 3 review from Rich Post Sports' sports boss, reason boss, armchair boss. I've got 5 minutes and it's going to be 5 minutes or bust. It was a case of good, the bad and the ugly. Day 3 began with the men's marathon. Have you heard the one about the Tanzanian, the Spaniard, and the Italian, and the Ugandans? I saw the end of this marathon. The runners and riders coming across the line. I looked at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I saw a flag at the top. I said, wait a minute. This is not a Kenyan flag. This is not an Ethiopian flag. It's an unusual flag. I did a BBC iPlayer rewind. I'm going to come to the BBC in a minute. This is not a BBC production. I tell you that now. I saw the replay. My Lord, my Lord. Oh, on the rerun. What a marathon. Absolutely epic. We had 2 Kenyans leading the rest of the field. A merry dance, setting the tone, dancing to their beat. I thought, this must be a Ugandan win. As things progressed, it ended up being, wait for it, the Tanzanian. My Lord, this man Simba, my Lord, like the Lion King's son, he was just operating nice and neatly in the close attending pack behind the 2 Ugandans as the 3 contenders came into the stadium. What a sight. We had the Tanzanian, we had a tall German, we had a there's a rule in it, an Italian. The Ugandans had been dropped off as they entered the stadium. It was a case of the German leading the field. European German leading a marathon field into the stadium. Behind him, it was Simba of Tanzania. The Italian had been dropped. It was a stone cold bronze for him. As they entered the stadium, it was a sprint to the line. The German took the lead and was heading for a gold medal. It was a story to be told. As yet, with about 20 meters to go, the German looking to celebrate. He could feel the victory surging through his bones and blood. Simba rose. And man, he said, I'm going to go one more surge. And the man surged to the line and took the marathon, the men's marathon, Tanzanian glory. I couldn't believe it. The German he couldn't find the words. He was on the floor, couldn't believe it. And then he gathered his thoughts, took a moment to consider and said, wait a minute. I left it on the track. I couldn't have done any more. This man has taken victory. Simba rose from Tanzania. That was the flag. Simba rose, gold for Tanzania, silver for Germany. And Italy with the bronze medal in the men's marathon. My goodness me, Europeans at the 4, but Tanzania of Africa took the spoils. Petkov was delighted. I'm not sure if his name was Petkov. I tell you what, the German, he was delighted. We were delighted as the watching audience. Who's in the building? Brother, we're talking about Joker Man. Like, share, and subscribe to Rich Post Sports. I've got barely 5 minutes to give it a rewind, day 3 rerun of the World Athletics Championships from Tokyo, Japan. World Athletics Championship review. It was a case of the good. That was the good. Later on in the evening, we had the 3,000 men steeplechase. Sufyan El Bakali, man, this man took care of his opposition, including old rival Germa. He was at the back of the field, took it nice and easy. 2 laps to go, 1 lap to go. He started to make his moves. Final lap, he comes to the top and heads the fields looking for that gold medal. He is the big operator. He is the man. But I saw a man called George Beamish. Oh yes, I'm the sports boss for a reason. I saw Beamish. I said, Germa ain't in this one. He has been thwarted. Him not ready. As a Jamaican would say, him not ready. But George Beamish was ready. George Beamish, who in the semi-finals had been on the ground, fallen. He fell, and I started, I'm going to finish. And he was still in the race. I said, Beamish has got pace, he's got power. He can do this job. For New Zealand. South Africa took out New Zealand. something proper in the rugby union. George Beamish could put New Zealand on the map again. My lord, old school John Walker style. I tell you what, this man's quicker than John Walker. It looked to me, Beamish with 40 meters to go started to put in the surge after the last barrier. He kept on coming. Soufiane El Bakkali looked like he had it in the bag. He was running. Did he relax just a mite? I don't know, because he thought it was all done and dusted. He felt the pressure on his shoulder with the lion beckoning before him. George Beamish of New Zealand kept on surging. It wasn't silver for him. He wanted it all. And he took it all. It was a case of the good, the bad, and the ugly. This was the good, the uglies to come. George Beamish, gold. El Bakkali, silver. I'll tell you the truth, I'd be struggling to find out who came third right about now. I think it might have been a Kenyan. Kenyans having a good championship. Young Kenyan had to have a Kenyan on the map in the 3,000 meters steeplechase. You better believe it, a day follows night. We had good for Jamaica. Good things are going for Jamaica in the long jump. At least a couple of representatives, including Tajay Gale, and a man who I didn't have. He was under the radar. I think he's Jamaica's third long jump representative. I'm still trying to find out if McLeod made it, but Jamaica were looking good in the long jump. Tentoglu is in there, back to his best. It seems. We will wait and see. I'm looking for a medal from Jamaican in the long jump. And in the 110 men's high hurdles, Jamaica looking good again. Bennett there, but my lord, Grant Holloway, a little bit ugly. He don't know what's going on. He's been injured this season. He said, I don't know what's happening. Fourth in a run for Grant Holloway. He qualified opening rounds, but my lord, he's got some work to do. Cordell Tinch looking good for the United States of America. There's a few other opponents who are looking good. That's going to be an open race. Keep your seatbelt buckled. My lord, I tell you what, the ugly men's 1,500 meters. Like, share, subscribe. Man, Steve Cram of the BBC in that commentary box, waxing lyrical and laughing, killing him teeth. You remember when the old man with the great Steve Ovett barged his way through, took out 2-1 to his left and his right, get out the way, surging through. No disqualification. It's been a bag of controversy, disqualifications, and I think the Japanese officials, interesting times. Like, share, subscribe. Who's in the building? Oh, you love their flags. Joker man, I hope you love their flags. But I don't know if you love this moment, the 1,500 meters, World Athletics Championships. You're meant to be bringing your A game, and you're meant to see the best. You want to see the best competing. Talking about the best, the men's pole vault. Oh, Lord of mercy, I'm going to save that. The pièce de résistance. Oh, Duplantis. Oh, a Greek. Oh, Kendricks of the United States. Oh, Curtis Marshall of Australia. Oh, the heights. Oh, a Netherlands Dutch pole vaulter straddling the bar up, way up there, straddling. I didn't say Fosbury flop, straddling. What a sight. Back to the 1,500 meters. Man, Cole Hocker disqualified. For apparently putting his hands on opponents in front of him. It's ironic because Radcliffe, another BBC commentator, ex-athlete, said that Cole Hocker was showing insecurity by going to the front and avoiding the melee, which surely arrived. He avoided the melee, won the race, only to be disqualified for barging, holding on to... Man, we want to see the best. Previously, we saw a young, outstanding Kenyan athlete and a rival to Britain's Josh Kerr, and Whiteman of Britain, and Gooley of Britain. For the record, all three are through to the final. I tell you, sometimes you've got some of these events where if you're going to get a medal, you're hoping that there's 3 disqualifications, a hamstring pull, someone who's not feeling well on the day of the championship, and then you might get onto the podium. They're looking for some medals here. I tell you what, sometimes by any means necessary, it just isn't right. I'm going to tell you straight. Any Josh Kerr win would not be putting him in the conversation as far as the reason was is concerned with the greats of El Grouge. My lord, you're joking. There's only been 3 athletes who have won and retained back-to-back world 1,500 meter titles. When you've got Cole Hocker being disqualified. Oh, God. Let me sip my water. disqualified. I've started. I'm going to finish very, very, very soon. When you've got the Kenyan disqualified, he was tripped, by the way. What happened to the Kenyan? What happened to the young Kenyan star who beat Josh Kerr leading into these championships? He was felled, pushed in the back, fell onto the floor, and they saw nothing to worry about. Nothing here, nothing to be seen here. No disqualification, nothing to be seen here. Cole, let me tell you something. Them not easy, you know. Gooley squeaks through. The man said he didn't know what clock was striking. He somehow made it through as the sixth winner. And the irony of that was that as a result of the disqualification, this South African who put in a poor finish at the end and was out-dipped by Gooley, who got the position originally to make the final. This South African, I don't know who he is, begins with a T, has made the final. That is of little consolation to the likes of Cole Hocker and little consolation to those who want to see the best coming against each other, lining up in a race. It's a poor show. It was an ugly look. It was the ugly. The good. Let me go back to the good. The ecstasy of Armand Duplantis. Men's pole vault. My lord. This guy, he only experiences failure when he knocks the bar off himself. This is how good he is. A world record, the very last jump of the entire day. A high jump, it was a high jump, all right. The pole vault, 6 meters 30. Up against him, a Greek who kept on saying, put that bar up. The Greek was putting the bar up. Went over, then failed. Put it up, fail. Duplantis watching. When it was all said and done and the Greek could go no further, wow, I tell you what, this guy, hats off to him. Big up yourself. Enough respect, enough love. The camaraderie in the men's pole vault. It's the good. The camaraderie in the men's pole vault. Kendricks, Lavigny, the Frenchman, waiting when the cameras are on Duplantis. I'm saying, what's Duplantis having this guy? This guy's waiting, just standing there. I'm calling time. Duplantis. The final jump, he did not want to be seen as a failure. 6 meters 30 on his third attempt. He rises up and over a world record. That is the good of track and field. Like, share, subscribe, Rich Post Sports.